Here's News Channel 11's Susan Christensen.
UNC Chapel Hill versus NC State. Two teams and two universities extremely competitive with one another.
We're 25 miles apart. We compete for the best students, and we measure ourselves against one another.
The competition is older than Reynolds Coliseum, which will soon be replaced by a new 22,000-seat entertainment and sports arena. The new ESA will make its home next to Carter Finley Stadium for an estimated $66 million. A good chunk of that from taxpayers' pockets in the form of a Wake County and Raleigh food and hotel tax and millions more from the state legislature. But some Carolina fans don't think that's fair, since their Dean Smith Center was privately funded.
I really don't think the taxpayers' money should be involved. If they want to build one, but don't ask me to pay for it.
If they're both state schools, then both of them should have been paid for by taxes, because that's what they're for.
But supporters of the yet-to-be-built Wolfpack Arena say the facility will be much more than a basketball coliseum.
It is multi-purpose in its design. It can host all types of events. The Smith Center, as an example, does not have that type of flexibility. It was never designed to do that. It serves very well as a basketball facility.
There's nothing wrong with the taxpayers sharing in the expense of building such an arena, because the taxpayers will benefit from the tax revenues that are generated by that facility.
According to some statistics, after 5 years, revenues could come in at close to $150 million. In Raleigh, Susan Christensen, News Channel 11.
And what a way to open the ACC season. Drew Smith joins us in a moment with the complete report on tonight's State-Carolina matchup. We've given you a taste of it. Let's get the whole meal now. Here's Drew Smith with sports.
I'll tell you what, Miriam, this is the night you've been waiting for, the opening night of the ACC hoop action, and it did not disappoint anyone. We start in Raleigh. NC State hadn't beat North Carolina since 1992, but this Wolfpack team believed it could pull the upset.
You could sense that this game was going to be something special during the pregame introductions. You could feel the electricity in the house as Reynolds Coliseum reached a fever pitch even before tip-off. Carolina's Rasheed Wallace went to work early on. He scores on the inbounds play. And with Jerry Stackhouse slashing to the basket, the Heels led early. It stayed close most of the first half. Ricky Daniels scoring 2 buckets for State late in the first stanza, and the Wolfpack led 39-36 at the half. The second half began with the two teams trading baskets, but Carolina hit a cold streak midway through the half. That's when Lakeista McCullough caught fire. McCullough hitting 3 threes down the stretch. This tray put the Pack ahead by 3, 69-66, with 2:10 to go. Then it was McCullough hitting 2 key free throws to ice it, and Reynolds Coliseum erupts as State knocks off top-ranked Carolina 80-70.
I think I stepped up tonight and asserted myself a little bit in the second half and on the offensive end, and tried to play sound defense. So, I mean, like I said, I got to give them, all that credit to my teammates, man.
McCullough hit a lot of threes for him, and that really kept him in it, and then he just exposed it at the end.
They have a lot of 6'6", 6'5" types that, like Daniels, I thought he did a marvelous job too. So it's one of those, unfortunately, I've seen before.
It was a very big one for our university, and our basketball team. Our young men have worked extremely hard. But most importantly, we got to realize that this is just a start. We're just starting the voyage.
NC State telling the college basketball world tonight, we are coming back at Reynolds Coliseum. NC State 80, top-ranked North Carolina 70. TV5's Jeff Gravely was there and has the story.
Carolina's duo of Jerry Stackhouse and Rasheed Wallace get double-doubles, with Stackhouse leading the way with 24. But NC State has the 3-ball working tonight, and it gives the Tar Heels fits. State attempts a whopping 38 three-pointers and cans 14 of them. The Pack leads by 3 at the half as Ricky Daniels drops in 2 of his 15. In the second half, Todd Fuller goes toe-to-toe with Wallace and keeps the Pack on top with a double-double of 16 points and 11 boards. Carolina's Donald Williams puts the light blue up by 1 and finishes with 12. But the man of the night is Lakeista McCullough. He goes on an 11-point spree in the second half, calling for the ball and dropping in everything in sight.
I think this is, my best game and a big game since I've been here in my career at NC State. I think I stepped up tonight and asserted myself a little bit in the second half.
With McCullough in the pack draining the threes, NC State pulls the upset 80-70 over the top-ranked Tar Heels.
I am proud of our team's effort. I think we could execute a little better, but I thought we tried very hard.